What's up, everyone? Nice evening here in Siem Reap. Had a pretty good day today. In the previous video I said things cost a little bit more than I thought, but I was doing the math in my head and I was comparing it to the Guatemala, and actually quite a few things here about the same or a little less compared to Guatemala. Today I just bought a pair of pants and it's $30, but then when I took it to the counter it was only $15. So it wasn't quite as much as I was expecting. Anyhow, I noticed on the receipt EVA's only 10% here. In Guatemala, EVA's 12%. I think in Peru it's 19%. It used to be 20 or 21. Now it's 19%. I buy a lot of Parmesan cheese in Guatemala. And I was just thinking to myself, it's actually about the same price. Some of the stuff that's it's cheaper than the States, but I mean like a lot of the German cheeses that I get there, they're about the same as there too. I thought they were more, but it's not really doing the math right in my head. All right, thank you. Anyways, I got some ice cream. I was just thinking, actually things are about the same as Guatemala or El Salvador, or even Mexico for that matter. If you go more local, things cost quite a bit less, things like that. Anyways, I just want to make a comment to William. If you watch this, William, I was thinking about what you said last night, and I watched this video about this dude in Thailand, and he was talking about breaking up with Thai ladies, which is not exactly related to what we were saying, but I was just thinking about that. If you want to live a certain kind of lifestyle, you want to stay anonymous, the capital here is be perfect. And I was thinking about that today. If you want to live here and meet a lot of expats, a lot of locals, expats from Asia to even people in Latin America here, Europeans. There's quite a few Spanish-speaking people here, as a matter of fact. That's beside the point. Anyways, it's kind of small and everyone gets to know everyone. So in that way, everyone knows your business. It's probably why I always like living in Manila when I lived in the Philippines. You're way more anonymous. No one knows what you're doing or getting up to. Anyway. I was checking out prices for apartments there in Phnom Penh. They're not really much more. Because of COVID, a lot of prices have actually come down. And that's me talking to some people here who have a foot in both places. They're a local Cambodian person, so they know the market pretty well, but they were telling me you can get really cheap places if you want, but if you stick to 200, 300, you can get a Western place. A lot of places that used to be 500 or 600, they were telling me like 250, 300. If you can afford 500 or 600, you can almost guarantee to get 2 bedrooms. But there's a few places for 300, 350 for 2 bedrooms if that's what you want. But the closer you live to the river, the more it's going to cost you. I'm just doing some investigating for myself because I might actually move there. The good thing about here though is you can walk everywhere. If you get Pass app, all the rides are basically $1. But like this beer, 75 cents. This ice cream's $1.50. So if I get another beer, it'll be $3. Oh, and incidentally, here it's some of these places they don't include a tip, but some are like Latin America where they include a service charge. which I couldn't figure out in my head. It wasn't very much. Maybe 10%. That's what it is in Latin America. I can't believe how cheap EVA is. Only 10%. It's less than Guatemala. I'm not sure, but I think the lowest EVA in all of Latin America is Guatemala. There's a comment on my blog or on my YouTube wanting me to address why I'm here. I'm just here checking out situations. I'm going to return to Guatemala, United States, for business reasons. Anyhow, things are a lot more mellow here than, say, Central America right now. Things are starting to heat up in South America and Central America, so I just needed a break. I just wanted to check it out. After COVID, I heard a lot of comments. Real estate's getting kind of cheap. I'm not going to do anything with that, but like I said, rents here if you want to buy. There's a lot more vendor financing in Thailand and Cambodia now. Basically, if you put down 10 to 20%, sign a contract, they don't ask too many questions on where your money's coming from. You don't make your payments, you lose the place. And usually what I mean by vendor financing, either it's an individual owner, American, European, that kind of thing. Usually they own 20 or 30 places. They're looking to get rid of some of them. The other thing what I mean is some of these developers can't sell them, so they're financing on the back end. Here in Cambodia, if they charge you interest rates, it's 6% to 12%, depending on what you're doing. This might be a good situation for a young person if you want to own here. But again, I want to stress a condo, not land. You just own the condo. And it's kind of bizarre getting a 1 or 2 bedroom place, either here or in the capital. And incidentally, another local French guy told me there's a lot of overbuilding here. I don't know how else to put it. They're building too much, so if you did buy something, the prices probably will not zoom up. So there's a lot of selection and negotiating to be had. But if you want to buy a place, put 10 or 20% down, make payments for 10 years. Usually the financing is for 10 years. Same in Thailand. You can have a place in 10 years if you want. Now, would you want to own? I don't know. In general, I don't like owning. That's just me. Anyways, the ice cream is good. Because of the French influences here, you got a lot of good ice cream. I don't know if it's ice cream from France or Belgium. When I used to live in the Philippines, I used to go by this Belgian guy's shop. I'd buy Belgian beer. He'd sell butter, ice cream, just almost anything from there. I remember buying the beer. Man, that stuff was good. It's super cheap. Not really sure why it was cheap, but it's super cheap. Anyways, for the viewer who's asking why, before COVID happened, I had been meaning to come out here. Then COVID happened. And then before COVID, my dad passed away, and then my stepmom passed away during COVID. And then during COVID, it was very, very tough, very, very difficult to travel. At that time, I had no vaccine, and I like none of that stuff. And even if you had that stuff, it's very, very difficult to travel and expensive, because I can't name all the countries, but the Philippines, I think Thailand, but a lot of airlines cut their flights here, so prices were $2,000-3,000. So I just never made it out. Anyways, since COVID's ended and travel's more wide open, and since crime and a lot of nonsense is going on in Latin America, kind of going up a lot or a little bit, and because of all that, I decided to take a break, go to the States. I had some things I had to wrap up there, and things I may or may not need to do there again later. Excuse me. And then because of all that, I may need to return them. But anyways, I've been meaning to get out here for a long time, and I want to just business things I want to check out here, and cost of living, things like that. In general, my observations is things are about the same as Latin America price-wise. The internet's probably twice as fast as I can only compare it to Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras. It's about twice as fast. Things are very mellow here. It's pretty safe. I like it. If everything goes right, I'm going to go to the capital. I got all my visa sorted out. I don't want to say too much, so I'm just going to check some things out there. I have to decide. I got a 3-month lease here, which I can just walk away from. I'm not really satisfied with the location, and it's a really big place for $250, but the location, some other things I don't like about it. And as I lived here, or as I stay here longer, I realize it's very small, and like everyone gets to know everyone, and I'm a more private person, so we'll see. But this would be the perfect place for someone who wants a soft landing where there's a lot of English here. You can get apartments for 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks on up. And 200, 300. I think there's some for 5, 6, 7, 800 if you want to spend that much. But I just want to check out the capital, see what's going on there. Then I want to go to the beach. Sinunokville, I'm not sure how you say that, but Sinuk. That's not the place. It's just another place. I forget the name of it. Just not familiar with the geography here and the names of the places, but there's a really small beach town I want to check out. So after I come back from the capital, I'm going to go to this beach town. I just want to check it out, see how long it takes to get there. The infrastructure here is a lot like the Philippines. It's not that great. Once you're in the cities and stuff, it's nice, but the infrastructure is not that great. So it takes 6 hours to get to the capital from here, 5.5, 6, unless you fly. This is like in Guatemala, Quetzaltenango. They have an airport here, so you can fly to the capital real easy. I'm sure it's probably only a half-hour flight. From Shayla to the capital is only 30 minutes, so I'd imagine the same here, and it's the same there. If you go down the mountains, about 3.5 hours. You go up the mountains, about 5 hours to get back from Guatemala to the capital. Here, I don't know. It's all flat. I don't know why it takes. I'm just told the infrastructure sucks, so I'm gonna have to go check it out. Anyways, that's all I got for now. I thought the price for clothes in the nicer places would be more, but most of the stuff is 50% off, so if it's 30 bucks, it's only 15. I was kind of surprised. And stuff in the markets, I want to mention that, like, you should shop around, because stuff in the markets, if you're a gringo, they almost charge you the same prices if you go to a nice shop. So once you compare the two prices, and in the market, they expect you to bargain down. It's like Latin America. And you can quite easily come here with just a pair of pants, a couple change of underwear, buy everything you need here very, very cheap. And that's what I did. And it just does not cost you that much. So anyways, I can't think of anything else to say right now, so I'm just going to sign off. View of the motorcycles if you want. Anyhow, that's the water wheel over there. I don't know if you can really see it. And pretty mellow here. Not much going on. So if you like boring stuff, if you like to be bored, this might be for you. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks.